you need, well, you don't need to, but
It helps
yeah,
figure out the distance
yeah.
based on, I guess, like what moves frame to frame and what doesn't.
Well, for a model now, so if we were just doing the cinema camera,
Yeah, you just get the top half.
yeah, you wouldn't have any of the top of the thing, so.
Yeah.
I love the way this looks. Like it looks like a labyrinth.
Yeah. Ooh, and then what's this? The little growths on the bottom of this column-looking thing.
I'm pretty sure
Back
that's a
around.
glass sponge.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
tell you which one, which species though.
Yeah, I would agree.
The Calvin in me wants to go push it over.
If you Google SOAS Deep Sea Animal Guide, there's a really good guide that was put together by Megan Putz to actually identify pretty much everything we see down here.
Let's see.
There's also a good one for Noah's.
Yeah, Noah's has a good one. I'm a
Yeah.
little partial to Megan's because she put a lot of effort into it. And
What's the one that's by Megan called again?
it's SOEST, S-O-E-S-T,
Deep Sea Animal Guide? Let's
Deep
see.
Sea Animal Guide.
Is that from out of the University of Hawaii?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
It was put together using many different sources, including NOAA and Mbari and a lot of Pisces dives, as well as some Nukai dives.
Wonderful. Let's see.
Megan's amazing. She's like a walking encyclopedia.
I call her that. If she was here right now, she'd be naming off everything on that rock.
Where is she? Get her over here.
Looks like that rope's
She was here last year.
right between you two.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see it in Herc's butt.
That crinoid at the top looks like a little clawed hand.
Timer stop. Jonathan's been bugging me every day. Did you get photogrammetry yet? Did you get photogrammetry yet? How about now? How about now?
You gonna come up, Danny?
Yeah,
We got this rope hazard
coming up.
right where Atalanta is trending.
I'll give you a 18-meter delta.
How close are you getting the ship to that mooring, Johan?
Atalanta should,
No, the back of the ship. How close are you getting the back of the ship?
I was gonna keep us
Let's see if I can turn on a couple more lights.
like 20 meters away.
No, it's too close, maybe.
Okay,
I'll stop on the winch there.
roger.
I'll stop there and move. How close are you to it now, the back of the ship?
From where Ada will probably sit. about
From the back of the
35,
ship to the mooring is how far?
30 meters.
And let's move west 20 meters.
Copy. Bridge, nav. Hold position, please. Hey, Oriole, can we put in 20 meters due west, please? Thank you.
So you take whatever depth number you see on the screen there and take as a rule 1% of that, so 20 meters. So anything on that nav screen is plus or minus 20 meters. And if you don't do that, you're going to get us in trouble. We could easily be, that's with the level of accuracy that we have on there that you typically find in the without an LBL array. It's you got to go with that number. The ship could have changed heading. There could be different sound velocity profile now. We don't know. We don't know where we are. It could easily be 20 meters north of where you think you are. If we're coming up on a, looking for an instrument platform, that's one thing, but I think it's an abundance of caution when we're coming up on a line.
Roger.
So it's not Atalanta, it's the wire between Atalanta and the ship that I'm worried about. If we get Atalanta tangled up with that mooring, it would take us forever to get untangled. Like it would be quicker to bring the whole mess up and let the deck deal with it.
I think Arc will fit.
Totally. But these are good. These are awesome photogrammetry opportunities. So if you can do pirouettes with both cameras, it's good. It'd be a good test for doing the smokers later.
Should we start it?
Sure. If Jake's, I don't know if Jake's got the leash.
Go for it. I got the leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking down with Atlanta, so I'm getting pretty close to him.
Starting a survey?
No, we're testing
It's
Okay, great.
the
an OET validation.
yeah, we're testing
engineering
our
survey.
wide field camera array, the photogrammetry setup. So this is the first run really with these cameras in this location, and it's new software. The actual making the models, that technology's been around for quite a while and getting better all the time. I can put my drone up in the air and fly it around and get a good model.
Careful, there's a stack right beside you.
Oof.
Yeah, I've already hit a couple.
Where the magic is doing it subsea. We still don't know if
Pull
our
up on one.
camera angles and zooms are optimal. This might give us some tweaks to make to get really good photogrammetry of the actual vents. Or better photogrammetry. Plus I could 3D print one of these things from the model.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd be
That'd be
so cool.
There's a couple
That Hobbit village.
floating around, and then there's I think a couple models on Sketchfab from some of the stuff we were doing last year.
I think this would make a very cool miniature set for any D&D players out there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good one with sponges back there. Abandoning.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah.
Saw it in the aft cam. Look at it quick.
Johan, is the ship done moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come come up
Do we
just
need
a
to
bit,
come more
Danny?
north?
Come up, yeah.
Can you repeat that?
Do we need to still come further north?
Not yet. We're going to get Herc on the other side of Atalanta.
Okay.
Or I can't tell from that silly map.
Atalanta,
Yeah.
Herc.
Okay.
I
Like
can give you
19
this
meters
one
off
as well
bottom.
if you want.
No, I can lean over your shoulder and see.
Are you looking
yeah.
on high pack, Dan?
Yeah, Hypac's hard to read.
Yeah, it's a little crowded.
And that's, you're actively pinging the beacon there to the north?
1 second. So this is where the wire had
We're
the
on
last
we're on
position.
ROV nav now.
Oh, okay.
We've moved over.
I can't keep up. Yeah, so the purple is the where the mooring was placed via the wire, and the beacon is still up here.
Oh, the beacon is also where our thing is. We
Our
got to
cable.
grab to plug in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move the ship. Well, let's see if Jake can stretch it out and find it.
Okay. We can also come up and get the mooring on sonar. Would be a safe way to do it as well.
Yeah, that'll take forever.
I'm definitely in favor of not taking forever.
Jake's just having
How
fun
far?
driving Herc.
How far from the? It's just 10 meters from the beacon to the mooring, right? In theory,
Yes.
plus or minus 20.
10 meter squares.
If you come northeast now, Jake, and
So
get
I'm doing, yep,
yeah,
northeast.
get your ducks in a row. And we can go tail to tail with Atalanta and drag it. I'm too impatient to wait for it to swing in 10 meters.
Pretty cool footage of Herc and
How far, Johan, approximately how far are we from the mooring deployment?
About 30 meters. Well, once Herc is in position.
There's like a tiny target on Herc 30 meters away.
Yeah.
25.
I would say that's it. You're going to have to go tail to tail, guys.
okay.
There's
Oh, we
another
also-
line
that-
here.
We also,
That looks like
never
it.
mind. There you go.
Technology.
What was I saying about plus or minus 20 meters?
Yeah, that's not good. I'm not sure we'll reach.
So that's 20 meters right there, Johan. 20 meters from the target is the actual. So if we wouldn't have moved the vessel, we would be on that thing right now, right? Lesson learned, hopefully.
Yeah, don't even need to go tail to tail. We got
Nice job of finding it, guys. As AJ said, definitely in favor of not taking forever. Now you need to move the ship. We want to be, let's go on the west side of it, eh?
Yeah, we got to get around it.
Move the ship ahead.
Roger.
I got a viewer asking about Argus.
Wait, give me a second here.
Sure.
My reptile brain is.
And Jake, if you're just waiting, I'd love to get a closer look at that instrument package.
Coming up to it slowly.
Just this one here.
Let's move 315. You good with that, Jake?
315.
We want to stay this distance away.
Oh, this is the cable
Maybe
right
a little
here.
more west.
A little more west. Maybe
Yeah.
300.
We're right there. This
Yeah.
is perfect landing.
Say that again, sorry.
Well, hold on. Let Jake have a look. I might be premature.
I'm 1015, so if you go,
Take that brain sting off of there. I'm watching the nav screen. I can't see what's going on. So you're happy heading right now?
yeah, 015 stretched out from Atalanta, so if we go,
But do we need to move the ship? Can you get the cable from here without wrapping yourself around it?
let me look.
That's the beacon. That's the term can.
Yeah, I think we need to move the...
It looks like
Can't remember where the
Well,
cable's
connectors
on
were,
the other
probably right by
side.
the term can.
I basically need Atalanta where the back
Yeah.
of the ship is now, but maybe a little further to the west.
Wish you guys would have deployed 1 meter to the rest.
300, 315, somewhere, I don't know, somewhere between there.
Yeah, let's err to the west. Something like that.
Copy.
So it's Atalanta we're moving instead of the ship, yeah. 20 meters, 300.
Bridge, nav, 20 at 300, please. 20
Whenever,
at
Jake, whenever you're happy, I would love a
300,
zoom
please.
on the connectors.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready for that zoom.
That's pretty good, AJ. Only one ship move when we
All right,
got there.
go for zoom.
Yeah.
Like 10. Did you make a note in the log, Danny? That we have visual on mooring and vessel move. You can actually log the vessel move if you want. Right.
Can, if possible, Jake, can you come down so we can see it from the underside? Just does not look healthy.
What are you seeing?
If we can, yeah, look up with the camera.
He's light years
Wanna
away
look up
from it.
for
So
me,
I don't know.
Danny?
Huh?
Look up with the camera.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oi, oi, oi.
All right, good there.
That's a tight bend on the connector.
That's one of many instruments on the line, or the
9,
instrument?
1 of 9.
That's one of those fancy right angle connectors.
It is now.
But that's not an oily, that's just
That's-
SO.
Yeah,
Getting a
it's
position
proper
for this
found
right
that.
Yeah, it's pulled up now.
Okay.
We'll get a much better position for it later. Like we're gonna sit down at it and connect it.
Okay.
To get a good position, you should get the navigator to give, like sit in that position for a while, and they get like 60 of those, see these little blue dots?
All right.
So after they sit
Come
there
wide.
for a while,
There, Anna.
they get an average
Thank you.
USBL hits.
I'm going to tilt down the camera again.
Yeah, you
And
can tilt down a little bit.
sometimes the
That's good
DVL
there.
will be offset quite a bit. So they should,
Makes
I don't-
sense.
yeah. Those on the 5 fixes are also what kill us, because it, you know, if we take one USBL hit, to call that a position, it could be anywhere in the smear, as we call it. There's a proper technical word for that. But
We don't want anywhere.
we want exactly
I
plus
mean,
or minus 20 meters.
if you're gonna read it to the 10 decimal places.
I think we're going for 8 now.
8? Oh, good.
We want that preciseness.
The Sonardyne USBL can actually, technically it can get decimal places, but you need an army of professional surveyors to make that happen. I've not seen it happen in ever, even with Sonardyne reps aboard. I've only seen it published in a glossy brochure as possible.
We might want to give systems the heads up.
Just want to give some context to our viewers. You're looking at a mooring that was deployed earlier today, I guess yesterday. at this point, and we are here to plug it into power as part of our Neptune Observatory. And just so everyone is aware that I am seeing everyone's questions, but generally we prioritize chatter for operations over answering questions just until the critical objectives are met for the dive.
We can do plus or minus 90 while we're waiting if you want. AJ, you got a model of this thing.
I don't know that we need a model of it.
But you could then spin it around and look at it, zoom in on it on your computer later.
I'd rather not.
Really? Roger. So you started the timer?
No. Oh, did we just leave it on from before?
No, I think right. You inadvertently bumped it or something.
Oh.
Maybe we left it on. If you guys see that thing flashing up there for no particular reason, you can let the back row know.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to it, sorry.
Bunch of airheads back here.
Well,
Just wait for
so
the ship movement.
we've talked
Yeah.
about putting a timer so it times out, just for that reason. Uh-oh. Computer going to sleep.
Hey, Jake, if you, whenever you feel you can make a move around to the left, we can get eyes on that connector.
Yeah,
I see Atalanta traveling.
Atalanta was about 10 meters, so should be
Why?
in a minute, couple of minutes.
Who's it going to sleep? What's that number?
Hey AJ, I got a question about the mooring for you if you have time to answer.
Hey, Yuko, always time for you and
Aw.
our viewers.
Wow.
That's so sweet.
You know what else is great about AJ? He's not forcing you to change your name.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
So
not
kind.
forcing you to change what?
Nico and I are in a bit of a battle for name change.
Oh boy.
You can be Yuko here.
Thank you.
This is a safe space.
Oh, is that because Yuko and Nico are too similar? You guys are fighting over it?
Yeah. He keeps hearing
Has
his
it really
name.
been that big of a problem?
I don't think it's been a problem. It's been like a noticeable thing throughout the cruise.
It's
I think
'cause-
we should just call Nico and make it sound like Yuko.
yeah, like if we just mumble through the start,
Yeah.
it was like, hey, Yuko.
Oh.
Yeah, it's literally that, the entire cruise. Anyways, will the 90-degree bend matter, or can they release the mooring and fix it?
We'll find out if the 90-degree bend will matter when we power it on. It doesn't look great to my eyes, but these connectors are sometimes surprisingly robust.
Which part are you concerned about?
We can't release the mooring and fix it. We would have to come back with a new mooring in a future year, which is why we're here in the first place.
Can you point on the teleprompter where the bend is?
Right there. I don't think the viewers can see the teleprompter.
Wait,
No.
I think I can change it so they can.
I mean, I don't know that we need to be like highlighting the
Yeah,
bend.
Okay.
yeah, but also there's some latency on the teleprompter.
Down a couple meters in
send that
Atlanta,
out.
maybe?
Copied.
Coming down.
But we have done it before.
Actually, from this angle, the bend doesn't look as bad. Like where you can see the cable, from the other angle, it kind of disappeared. But there you can actually see the bend radius on it, and it doesn't look horrendous.
15 meters off bottom.
Nice.
As long as that cable's really nicely secured at that bend, it should be fine. But once we power it up, our viewers can go check out the status of the instruments in oceans. You can see the data coming in. This would be the package that's labeled 5 MBSS for meters.
Really?
Oh no, 5 above
5
seabed?
MAB.
MAB, sorry. I always think of the Bain Sound mooring, which is below
Oh,
sea
yeah.
surface.
Yeah.
5 MAB, 5 meters above seabed.
So can we like get the data feed to like feed a dashboard like Grafana?
Yeah, kind of. Like an uglier version of Grafana.
Like
Sorry, software team. No, yeah, they do data dashboards. So like particular community observatories will have data dashboards, and they'll be similar to Grafana. It's not quite as customizable. Like we would have to request from our software team what we would want on it.
right.
Yeah, we have teams at ONC outside of software that builds data dashboards as well. So those can be customized if you just contact us.
Really?
Yeah, you can see all of this on oceannetworks.ca. Just go to the Oceans 3.0 portal in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
Sweet.
Or data.oceannetworks.ca.
Data.oceannetworks.ca.
That's the direct link.
That is the direct link, but I want people to go to the homepage, AJ.
Can you tell I like data dashboards?
Yes, actually, I got a data question here. Where can this viewer find current or detailed bathymetry map for this region?
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
Fantastic
The
question.
latest, so for on a regional scale, there's a nice article published by the Monterey Bay Research Aquarium Institute, and they did, I don't know how recent it is, but they did an AUV survey of this area. So there's a really cool 3D map that shows all the hydrothermal vents, and it kind of shows the overall bathymetry, and you'll see the northeast-southwest trending valleys and rifts that we were following to get here.
I feel like Cassie would also know like where that
Atlantis
imagery gets
stopped
uploaded
moving?
to.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
got to be
Do you want
like
me
a
to come around
scientific
one?
portal for that stuff.
Well, I'll hold this question, check in with Cassie, and I will share it during the next watch.
The images in the website, if you Google, I don't know, Mbari Endeavor hydrothermal vent survey or something, they're pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
It's pretty detailed.
Is that your happy heading there, Jake? Looking
Yeah,
east?
new happy heading.
So you want to look east to make the connect? Is that what I'm hearing and seeing? We're gonna have to go get that beacon anyway, so you might as well. So you want Atalanta behind you? Is that what's going on up there?
Yeah.
Roger. So I lied, AJ. 2 vessel moves.
All right. You're forgiven. I think Jake can still go get the connector from here, though.
You probably could, but too many dynamics. I would prefer to wait. So if we're getting the connector, we're moving the ship, Atalanta's moving, there's a lot of, it's too much for my reptile brain to process.
Or behind? Or do you want it more?
I like the description
like
of reptile brain.
Can we,
Here, someone?
if we're not moving Hercules, but can we sit down with Hercules and deal with the connector on the bottom of the mooring? It's just a bungee pull and then putting it in a Fletcher.
How far is that? 33. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if you're sitting down, that's then Hercules is static. But then again, my concern is we're focused on what's in front of us, and we're not watching the vessel move in Atlanta.
I don't know. What do you think?
If you're going to need to come back over to this position to plug in,
Yeah.
then, I mean, we can do it in 2 moves. Kind of go over
I think
here.
if you put Atalanta there, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's get Atalanta there, and then
copy that.
you could go have a closer look at what we got to deal with to get the connector off of here while Atalanta's moving.
Bridge nav. Can we have 2 8 meters at 335, please?
Did you copy that, Jake?
Yep.
you.
Yep. That's where I kind of pointed on the screen.
There's a bungee. It'll be below the big housing.
Okay, so down on the
Down,
seafloor.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if we're tangled up with connectors and stuff and we got to run away in Atalanta, you know, the ship. Yeah, sorry, AJ.
Nope.
Just too much, too much.
There's a pillar.
Yeah. So
Behind you?
I think right below.
Back off a bit and scope the landing.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, and just smacked it with the DVL on Herc.
Yeah, perfect.
Stabbed Hercules on a spike. It's like a Hercules shish kebab.
Hercules head on a pike.
We don't find that very appetizing.
I might have to
You're gonna
go to the right.
I think you're gonna want to be to the left of it because we're
I don't
gonna.
have enough leash right now.
yeah.
Yeah, because you can see the cable in the background of the down view.
So we wait. You could go to the right to have a look, just a look-see.
Yeah.
That'll give us a good view of the LZ. Find a friendly LZ versus a hostile one.
So the idea is that this oily is tied back so that it's not hanging below. So there's going to be a pull somewhere here.
Roger.
Like that might be our pull.
It looks like it.
And then it'll free that receptacle on a plate. Well, this looks like the receptacle on the plate here, and then that looks like the pull.
Okay.
That'll drop down, and then we can put it in the Fletcher that's mounted on the train wheel.
Well, no, you have a permanent place for the connector there on the instrument. Place the ROV can fly up and grab a hold and plug it in. Like right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I think historically we've been working with only one good arm, so if the ROV can sit, it's easier than grabbing things in the water column. That's like a newer ability.
Really? Yeah.
We also have to do some futzing around down here with this carabiner.
But I would in the future make that a requirement to have two arms, and you grab and stab. That's
Yeah.
this whole Fletcher parking position is a legacy from the Ropos days, decades ago. If you look at any of the RCA jewelry, the connectors are all well up off the seabed, and they're hard mounted to all the instruments. So there's a place.
What's the RCA?
The regional cable assembly, a regional cable
That's
array.
OOI?
It was OOI back in my day. It was Neptune USA and Neptune
Can we get a zoom on the carabiner?
Canada before the.
Angle for zoom.
What's going on with that? It's a place for Jake to hook his tether.
Yeah. No, we'll break it free. Okay, it's just the tape is just to this handle. We'll break it free and we'll clip it above the swivel, and it'll prevent the swivel from rotating too much and
Oh yeah.
tangling our cable connection.
Yeah.
Remember we used to do it with the
Yeah.
the stick through the link?
Yeah.
I think this might be a bit easier.
Okay.
Yeah, all the RCA stuff there's a place for the ROV, plural, whatever ROVs doing the intervention, fly up, grab, and manipulate. There's some 2,500 meter moorings that we work on, and the connector's like, I don't know, 50 meters up. Because they have these giant anchors, and there's two 2,500 meter lines that come up to like a couple hundred meters below the surface.
And that's where the junction box is?
No, that's where the instrument is.
Oh.
So there's a, cable. One of the cable has power and telemetry all the way up 2,500 meters to the instrument. And then the instruments, they're big saddlebags. They're big size of, bigger than Hercules. And we attach to those and go land them on. There's one on each side. That's why they're called saddlebags.
For the viewer wondering where you can see the data from this instrument when it gets plugged in, you can go to the Data Preview tab on the Oceans 3.0 portal, click Pacific,
All right, you can come wide on that.
then go under Northeast
So,
Pacific Ocean,
how's that? I
Endeavour,
see Atalanta's moving now.
and
Slowly.
so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny and I were sitting there on the deck yesterday on the hot tub, eyeballing the two cameras, and we were wondering why the connectors aren't attached to the camera, why we have that floating Fletcher thingy.
Mm.
We were thinking about getting some hose clamps out and modifying your
Yeah.
equipment a little.
Can we go look for the connector now?
Not quite yet.
All right.
For a quick reference, we are currently at the Endeavour North site, if you're looking on our data portal.
Hey, you go.
You were talking about the connector in the mud?
Just had a correction on where to find this data. Ed was just pointing out that the data preview won't be available yet because we have to do the commissioning tasks and like adding it to the search tree and stuff like that. But
Plotting utility.
You can look for it in plotting utility. Yeah.
Great, let me go to the beginning. So if you're looking at the Oceans 3.0 data portal, go to plotting utility. Thanks, Ed, for the heads up. How long's usually the process before it's on data preview?
It's hard to say because, I mean, everyone on shore is supporting the expedition, so it's a very busy time for our team. So it just depends how quickly someone can get to commissioning all the devices.
Got it.
It's usually, it doesn't take very long, but it's just, yeah, it's a
team,
process. It depends how much time people have available.
Is your team 24-hour, or they're just up specially for this to support us?
Yeah,
out here?
we have 24-hour watches, but they're working in 7-hour shifts.
Oh yeah. And is that like all the time around, or just while you're on expedition?
While we're diving, or yeah, sorry, while we're on expedition. No, we don't work 24 hours the rest of the year.
Well, I didn't know, like, you know, some outfits have, you know.
Yeah.
No, thankfully we work
Regular
9 to 5s.
hours. Yeah.
The rest of the time.
Yeah, and just going back to the data, if you head to the plotting utility tab, it's the same tree. So just go to Pacific, Northeast Pacific Ocean. We're at Endeavour and currently at Endeavour North. And you'll find a whole bunch of devices there that you can pull data from.
So are you guys static up there?
What was that?
Atalanta is
Still has some move.
About 10 meters?
still moving about 10 meters, needs about 10 meters more.
Yeah, maybe 15.
This particular mooring is mooring northwest. And it has, it's
I
not
don't know,
plugged
might be able to
in yet.
reach.
So what's the deal here, AJ? You want to play with the connector on the mooring before we go get the other connector, or?
Whichever you can get to first. I mean, we're going to have to go get that connector at some point, so I was thinking we'd go get it, bring it over, sit down, then do what we need to do.
But we got to get the connector off while we're flying, so, right?
Like to pull the pin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got some work to do on the mooring there. Let's do that first, and
Yeah, if you're happy.
yeah, because he's
Approaching the mooring, we can pull the pin and we can do the carabiner clip before going and getting the connector.
What do you want to do first, Jake?
Yeah, let's handle the mooring pole pins and carabiner. Do that stuff first. And we can fly over with the connector.
If you are interested in building your own data dashboard with just devices and data that will serve what you need, we do have a wiki page. So it's wiki.oceannetworks.ca. And this is basically our manual for C2 users, or not C2, Oceans 3.0 users. So under the page tree, if you go to help pages and demos, there is a page just for dashboards and how to build one.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to come around to the right
To the right.
to pull that pin. Yeah, remember we saw it earlier. There's the pin in the plate. It's just hiding behind the housing now.
Give me a
It'll
second
spin
to
also if you
sort
want to
out.
spin it.
I'm more annoying from the back row because I can't
So that's the pin we're looking for.
keep that
Okay.
up.
And we should just be able to let this hang down for now. It doesn't really benefit us to try to hang on to it.
To come down a couple meters, I think.
There might also be a tie up top.
We're pretty low now on the
We're pretty
delta.
stretched out, but yeah.
Let me, are you ready for downlights? Or no? I'm going to turn on the downlights, Jake.
Okay.
We'll get the
Turn them on.
camera adjusted accordingly. And we'll get where's our bubble camera here?
We're gonna want to grab on here, right? These little.
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
You can grab onto the G10 rods if you want.
So, sorry, what are we? We're gonna pull this pin here in front of us.
Yep.
There's a pin behind it as well.
I don't know where the other pins are.
I
We'll
can
see
see
how
it.
it comes down.
I can see it behind. I can see some bungees sticking out behind there.
Yeah.
So we can rotate it, Jake. Once we got a
Yep.
hold of one of the rods,
Yep.
we can. But you got to fly forward and back to rotate it.
Okay, that's fine.
You're not quite on your happy heading there.
No, I had to come to the right to see that pin, that pull pin.
Roger. So let's slide around to the left a little and get on happy heading and see what that looks like. I mean, yeah, to your left. Meanwhile, I'm going to get the Orion out. So get this up so I'm ready to rock and roll there.
The other problem with coming around to the left is that pillar is right underneath me. But
That is a problem.
I can't.
So feels like we want to move the boat north at least 10 meters. Basically want Atalanta on the X there. This north 10 meters is fine, Johan. You can cheat a little now. Basically, we're gonna have to 180 that thing. So if I grab it on the right one, then yeah. So I grab it on the left one, yeah. Okay, back up a little. I'll get the Orion out.
Nowhere close to the thing.
Nowhere close. Oops, wrong button. Why is that so fast?
Bridge now.
Oh, we had jammed it up last dive to try and
Okay, I just want to play with it, make sure I get all my settings.
Can
so
we
they're not
do
no
10
surprises.
meters
minutes to
due
adjust all
north,
the
please?
proportional.
Roger.
Thank you.
We cranked them all up.
Good on you. Yeah, right now they're at 100%, so we don't want to have that happen while,
We were trying to lift that thing.
yeah. So shoulder, that's a little better behaved, because we're going to be moving it around once you grab it.
Yep.
Did I put that one back down? Let's see, that's 3. Elbow's good. I thought I put them, most of them back down. This 1% thing is horse bucking. I don't like it. Or maybe I'm ready for a default setting. It should be this. It'll never be the same though, right? We talked about that. I'll shut up now. Okay, is your camera centered, like? I'm gonna put it out a little further because we got our brow to deal with. Science brow. Okay, if you grab the one on the right, but below the
yeah.
orange thing that's sticking out.
Yep.
You happy with that position? It's kind of out there far, but. Grab?
Grab.
Okay, we're on it, locked. Just gonna play with that Atlanta here for a second before we. We're still moving 10 north, are we, Johan?
That move's complete, yeah.
Roger. So you'll keep an eye on the sled for us?
Mm-hmm.
Roger. So in theory, if you pull back a little, you should be able to horse it around to get it facing us. Because it swivels right now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put it on start to finish.
Or I can just, yeah. Well done, Jake.
All right, after this one plays, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Wait, no, fight test is allowed.
So that pull pin looks like it releases the whole bungee, AJ?
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks like it.
And then the cable just falls down in
There
our face?
may be another tie up above us, but let's see what happens when we pull.
I can look at that now. I'd like to know first.
It was hard to tell.
Inquiring minds want to know. Why do I not have my... There it is. Dark Reader is slowing down Firefox. To speed up your browser, stop that. I just want it to work. Yeah, it's like seriously slowing it down. Oh, come on. Sorry, give me a second here. We get a stream deck on the next expedition. I'm just going to bring the shoulder down, Jake, and that'll bring the ROV up.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep, shoulder down.
Here we go.
So there's that yellow.
Is that a pole also?
I don't know. Seems like a strange place to tie to. It might just be
Can you get a zoomy zoom on that and see what's going on there?
Up here.
Stand by on zoom. He's going to move the camera.
Yeah, it just looks like some rope. It doesn't look like it's tied to anything.
Oh, it's tie wrapped on there. That's what's happening. That's cool. That's what we want. So in theory, if that's just tie wrapped and it looks like a, what's that, a pressure knot there?
Yeah.
I see the black tie wrapping it to the white UHMW. So in theory, if we pull the pull pin on the bottom, it won't fall down, and then I can then grab it with the starboard manipulator, and we'll have it in our hand.
Yeah, maybe.
Roger. Okay.
We'll find out.
I can go wide, and we'll look back down at the pull pin there. I guess I can do that. I'm used to not moving the camera.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dan. I just got a photo of it before it was deployed. And it's just a small prusik. It must be zip tied to the... It's zipped...
Roger. Okay, Jake, I'm going to swing the...
I guess the zip ties will break on the oily.
I'm going to swing the Orion right, which is going to bring the thing into your face.
Okay.
Yep. Happy with that?
Yep.
Sweet
Happy.
on that.
Happy.
Coming hot on the craft. You got to be really careful with this thing, Danny, and wrist position, because if you inadvertently hit the button between position and rate control, it will run away. It will spin. So we typically don't do that when we're holding cables, because it'll work 2 out of 3 times, so that third time it'll do an uncontrolled movement. Oh wait, I don't want that yet. And it will wrap the cable rapidly around the manipulator. I gotta get used to using this cinema camera here. Are you happy with stowing this thing here, AJ, or do you want it somewhere else?
In the bio box, please.
Roger. You want to open the starboard box?
Or the forward box, I guess, whichever is easier to access.
Starboard.
Bio box coming out.
You don't have to switch cameras, just open that thing. That's good.
Bio box coming in.
Roger.
All right, so yeah, we have to go up and grab the yellow rope knot.
Can I just grab the paddle? Let me grab the paddle and pull the bungee out there. I think it'll come off of there, right?
Yeah, you could do that. I think it'll come off on its own, but...
I think it will too. Plus we can Orion up. Or we're already Orioned up. In theory, I want to grab this and hand it to the Orion at some point. So. So I should be able to just pull it off there now and bust the tie wrap, which it did.
Yeah, it looks like it just came right off.
And it should just flop down.
Yeah,
here.
nice. That works. All right, so we can bring that down to the bottom with us.
Roger. I'm gonna Orion up.
Shoulder up.
Yeah, shoulder up. You got it, or am I doing?
I got it.
Yeah, you're driving the. What we're doing here is we're driving the ROV with the Orion. Witness the full power of shimmy. Orion
A little close there on the brow, but elbow up.
Swing left. I'll swing you out. Swing the Orion left, Jake. There you go. Yet again, the long-reach Orion pays for itself. We can't fletch this one. We just got to lay it down here, right?
You can't fletch it on your porch, no.
Can we fletch it in the parking position?
You can fletch it on the train wheel, yes.
I should have grabbed the handle then. What let me do that for?
Can we be able to get all the way down there?
Lateral left. Yeah, we can get down there. No, lateral left with the vehicle. Pivot around on it. It pivots, remember? You can go anywhere you want now. Semi-happy heading. We might have to move a little bit closer. I don't know if we got the leash. If you pull back and lateral left, it should walk around. Gently pull back and lateral left.
Let me know if you want that ship moved in.
We'll let it hang out for a while, but I'm thinking probably 10 meters closer.
Copy.
We're 10, 20, 30, yeah, 10 meters east now.
Roger. Bridge nav. 10 meters due east, please. Thank you.
Okay, can you hold that, Jake?
Yep.
If you hold that, I'm going to play with you, all right? I don't know if I can get there. I'm going to bring it right in, if you're all right with that.
Sure.
You can thrust down just a little to help me. Would I have got it? I would have got it. I had the right grab on it. Fortune out. Down a little for me. Actually, I'm good. I'm good. Come on. Stay there. It's not the grab I wanted, but it was sliding off.
Yep.
You're just trying to score points with your boss.
Hey Dan, who first came up with the term smear?
It's an old Ropos term.
Ropos?
Yeah. Keith Timber, the legend.
What is smearing in this context?
The smear is a ROV technique where the ROV pilot needs to change his grip on like an object, like a parking position or a connector, so they kind of press it against the porch so that it slides around.
The smear.
That's exactly how I pictured it.
Yeah, like cream cheese on a bagel.
It's a good analogy, AJ.
A good morning to anyone that is joining the live stream. We are at the Endeavour site working to plug in a mooring that was
Plastic.
deployed
Freeze fail.
yesterday.
First vote.
Thanks, Anna.
You're so funny.
Thanks, Anna. We didn't need that to be on record. It sounded very sarcastic.
Don't encourage it, Anna.
But I don't know. I think it's charming.
Oh, okay. That makes up for it. Thank you.
Here comes the smear. I smell a smear coming.
Oh, I'm trying to
Doing
get it
it.
where I can grab the parking position and then Fletcher it. Or grab where it's meant to be grabbed to Fletcher it. And of course, it's going to wind up in the mud anyways.
No.
It's just going to fletch itself.
Self-fletching.
Portrait.
Oh, it's pretty close.
Yeah, porch in.
And what is the fletching in this context?
A not very nice legacy Ropos thing. So instead of having that connector already mounted up on the instrument, as we were talking about earlier, we have to mount it to a train wheel that's already on the seabed. And while we're dealing with a spinning object above our head.
We call these assemblies Fletchers, and they allow us to rigidly fix the receptacle of an ODI.
We're going to
Okay.
have to
So,
let go because we can't get there from
By
here.
inserting the plate into the Fletcher, it'll hold it in position, and then we can go and get the plug and mount the plug.
Got it. Okay.
Alternatively, we could do a two-handed mate, a double manipulator mate, given Hercules' capabilities. Although this would keep the connector in sort of a nice, healthy position.
The problem is if I let go of it, it's going to spin, but I think at this point we let go and come land.
Yeah.
I'm also a little worried, Dan. I'm not sure we should even keep going with this because of the direction in which this is mounted with the rope. This ODI is going to hit the train wheel unless we go rope first, and that's not going to be fun either.
Roger.
So I don't know. Let's
we
just do
can
it
go
two-arm.
get the
Yeah,
other connector now.
While we're here, why don't we do the carabiner spin lock?
All right. So it doesn't spin?
Turning
Correct.
out.
Yeah, that would be. That's good right there. I'm going to grab the.
And we'll see, we can either aim for the shackle above the swivel or we can aim for one of the legs.
Roger.
You can grab it, the handle at the yellow and black tape.
I'm going to bring it a little closer.
A viewer suggested we get more arms.
Just become like a arachnid, 8-legged.
I'm all in on more arms. I love that idea.
Octovie.
Yes,
ROV,
Octo.
yeah.
Yeah, what was that? Arachnid? We're in the ocean. Jeez.
A pycno, we can say pycnogonid, sea spider.
Yes.
That would be a good reference too.
Mm-hmm. Then we would need more pilots, probably.
Ropos has 2 SC arms. So does Jason. I believe
Yeah.
Logic does nowadays too, don't
Yeah, Odysseus.
they? Odysseus, sorry.
I can do it there.
Sorry, if you're listening. Odysseus. I haven't been out with them since they have the,
It's nice having the 2 arms.
yeah,
For the work we do, crazy helpful.
it's a requirement. Well, we have 2 now.
You
Jake's
do?
working on
You guys are
joystick
doing
control
great.
for this,
Yeah.
for the Orion.
Josh was saying you guys are going to get like dump truck style levers.
Yeah, I've got him, Josh used to spend hours and hours operating the Triton vehicle and the excavator on board.
Yeah, the shackle above the swivel looks like a prime candidate for this.
Yeah,
Cinema cam. Kind of see it.
you
the way we
zoom
see the
right
way.
in on the Zeus, I can see it maybe.
Zoom in.
Yeah, it's good, thanks.
We'll see this as a good test for our stainless steel as well down here.
Is that what the carabiner is, stainless steel?
Yeah. Or it could be zinc plated.
I'm gonna let go of it there if you're happy.
That's beautiful.
We're shackled in, as you can see.
Yep.
All right, should I go wide?
Yes, please.
Yes, come wide.
I'm just gonna come down on the Orion, get it away from us, and then we'll let go.
And now, yeah, we're good to go look for that connector. To our north. Should be right behind you.
Polychaete worm. Oh, pretty. Look at
See,
you
porch is in,
dancing.
right? You ready, Jake?
1 second.
I just
Spin it a
ready,
bit. Yeah. All right. I can.
So is this
happy heading again?
the
Yep.
beacon
Okay.
down here
Yeah.
that we're holding?
Letting go.
No, we're holding
No.
the
Let it
mooring.
go.
The mooring.
Yeah, that's what we call an L box on the base of the mooring. Don't ask me what L box stands for.
I think, is it light junction box? Did someone say that to me
Letting
today?
Orion just a bit. Back
L
into
for
a
light?
sweet spot,
Maybe?
as we call
Yeah,
it.
that's, I don't know. Never heard that.
Tilting up the camera.
It is a form of junction box, but we give them all weird names to confuse ourselves. We have SCUs, subsea combiner units. We have SIMs. We have junction boxes. We have mini junction boxes. We have string junction boxes.
Oh, that's way slow now.
We have L boxes. We have D boxes.
There's so many acronyms.
So,
Too many.
hey, Danny, can you make a note in the red book that we need to speed up the azimuth on the Orion?
It's in my notes.
Is it in your notes?
I have it in my notes to do it.
Roger.
That and a few other function changes.
Just azimuth left. Right is... I'm going to play with that for a minute
Looks
if
like a
you're all
mount
right.
guard.
For anyone that's interested, on Ocean_Networks, our Instagram page, I just
Oh.
shared.
To be specific, Danny, it's just azimuth left that needs to be sped up.
I just shared some videos of the deployment work that happened on the deck earlier before we dove to connect the mooring.
Cool.
And I think AJ, you said this was 300 meters?
Yeah.
I think
300
we're
meters.
gonna go get the...
Yeah, let's go get the
Cable now?
connector,
Yep.
please. I'm going to see those, Yuko. I was probably sleeping for that.
What was that?
I want to see your videos.
Oh, yeah, it's on Instagram. I can show you.
Oh yeah, I don't have an Instagram
I'll show
account.
you on mine. Yeah, it's just some B-roll footage of the crew working to prep it, and then a snippet of deployment of the actual mooring. Actually, I'm trying to see if it actually loaded. The internet's a little bit wonky.
Is it a reel?
It's not a reel, it's just an Instagram story, because we're going to make a longer video with it. So if you click the profile photo there.
If you come around, Jake, so I can get the, I want the connector
Well,
in
this
one
is
hand
Anna
and
and
the tray in
Monica.
the other. So
What?
you're going to have to,
Oh yeah.
You want it, Orion on the...
no, you're going to need the Orion on the left.
I don't know how to work
otherwise
this.
you're not happy
Clicking
heading.
through. It just goes away.
We'll have
Here,
to
let me
do the
come
handle.
Oh, you just have to. Oh, I see. You just have to click. Oh, look, it's Nico.
We want it in the Orion anyways. Or no, I could maybe Fletcher it, but whatever.
Struggling with Instagram here.
Wait, so
clockwise.
AJ, your mom has an Instagram, but you don't.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's correct.
it's delightful listening to you use it.
Maybe a little closer so we can get it with the Orion for sure.
Yeah, I got some
That's
really
great
nice.
information. I was hoping they swapped the hardware out for titanium. It looks like that's what they were doing.
I have more footage for
It's a little
records.
close.
Nice.
Are we full wide on the Zeus?
I can go fully.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just like cutting out that vignette.
You're just really close.
I love how bent that
Look left foot, Zeus for me.
spool is from the ROV sitting on it year after
I
year.
can do it if you're happy.
It's like so mangled.
Did you want any of the footage I took from the cruise in al fresco for record keeping or anything like that?
If they're, yeah, I think if they're of deck operations,
Get there.
it's super useful.
Yeah.
In
I
al
can
fresco at the end of the cruise.
Move over.
I can get it. I just got to roll the other way.
I think
We
I
never
was,
know,
Hold the
like we
crane mode.
always go back to al fresco looking for things, so we never know what we're going to need to like get eyes on. And then we look at the photos we took, and it's like,
I got the
obviously we
roll
missed
too hot.
it
Oh, I'm gonna
when we
slow
went
down.
around taking photos. And then like, yeah, if you had like a video of someone and it was like in the background, we'd be like, oh yeah, that's what it looks like.
yeah, okay. I'll go through and curate some useful stuff for you then.
Rolls a little fast.
You already heard this one. Okay.
Crane mode,
Green
as
mode.
Danny has coined it. You're gonna have to bring your head to the left a little.
Look left. This is...
I can't quite reach it.
Alright, I can...
I might be able to backhand, but
I'll
it'd
just
be
bump left.
easier if you move left a little. Bring your shoulder back up while you're doing that. Yeah, right there should be beauty.
So the mooring has a pair of device in different intervals, right, along the 300-meter line?
Yeah, so it's got 4 packages that
Happy with that?
consist
Yeah,
of
I'm happy.
both a CTD and an aqueduct, and those will be at different heights above the seabed. So I think 5, 50,
I I have
125 and 200 or something like that.
Yeah, 550, 125, 200, and 250. I'm
And then
looking up
250 is just
ADC2.
an ADCP, an upward looking ADCP. So those are the 9 instruments. You got 2
porch out
times
for me.
Porting out.
4 times 2, and then plus the ADCP.
Okay.
We want this fletched up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll allow you to disconnect it when the time is right.
The live dive feed on oceannetworks.ca does have annotations that are being done live by our shore support and our data logger, Steph. That's in
Good
the back row
force.
here.
Spreading the cream
5.
cheese.
If you would like to follow along via text as well.
Are they
I'm
sassy?
gonna rack with that.
Are you doing sassy annotations?
No. I'm a strict professional.
a real rule follower.
A real rule follower. I have zero fun.
Wow, what a callback.
I mean, I don't know. It's really not that exciting. Just put in a parking position in an ROV Fletcher. Our like other people on the team who do the site layout diagrams
Sweet.
really appreciate these annotations. So
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're sassy.
I don't know, there's a couple loggers that are kind of sassy.
There are some sassy
Yeah.
loggers.
Really?
There
I want to.
are.
I appreciate sass.
I love the
from
sassy
the dive
loggers.
logger for sure.
Can we hear
Alright,
some
well then.
examples of sassy dive logger notes?
I can't think of
I
any
don't
on
know.
top of my head, but I can
Yeah,
look back.
it's like the context of the operations, I think, really
Look-
important.
Like if somebody is kind of doing a bad job doing the thing.
I don't think they've logged that.
It's like they missed the target again.
Yeah, a lot of like still
Can you
at
guys
the
ease
mooring.
up on the chat a little bit there? Where
Yeah.
Sure.
For sure.
it's hard to concentrate with the kids in the back seat making so much noise. One mistake here will cost us hours. Okay, I'm gonna try and pin this a little so it doesn't defletch.
Nice.
Okay, you want to porch in and I'll chase you in.
Porching in.
Okay, hold that.
Holding.
Okay,
Going in.
I had to regrip or re-index. Oh, stop, stop.
Stop. I'll stop.
You all the way in now?
A little bit more.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Going in.
roger.
Right, that's all the way.
Okay, let me do something with the crane mode here. But meanwhile, you can, well, let me just get this sorted so we're not. Sorry guys, if I miss one Roger or something between Jake and I up here, well, could be bad.
I'll get down.
Yeah, you got a job to do.
all good.
We're playing actually, but it's just we have to communicate or bad things happen.
Intense playing.
For sure.
Okay, I'll leave the jaws right there in your peripheral view, hopefully. I'm going to pan right a little and then wherever you want the camera from there.
That's fine.
You know where you got to go?
Yep.
Okay. I'm all stopped here now.
We'll just watch that yellow cable, make sure it comes up and away.
Yeah. We're going to have to pick it up and probably go around the train wheel with it, maybe. I'm going to turn that down.
If Jay comes up high enough, it should just come right over the train wheel. But
In
it's
theory.
got a bit of curl.
You want a little tilt up on the HD camera.
Mooring is straight ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ideally,
get back to my happy heading here. Oh,
you're going to have to come
Yep,
up first.
I see that rock.
It's gonna catch on that.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to go around the train wheel. There's plenty of scope.
Of course it's going to catch on the pillar. There, it came clear. I think I'd come right up and then lay it out nicely in the ditch there. You can probably, yeah, you can counterclock so you can see it. Maybe lay it out in the ditch and then come back.
I see it in the upper cam.
Right.
Yeah, it's looking great.
We're going to lay it down in there so there's kind of a clear runway for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think just
something
come
like
down
that.
here, you're in good shape.
I think so. You're close to happy heading now. Where's the pillar? Pillar's under you.
What?
Yeah, so now that it's laid down, I think if you forward and to your left, maybe that'll put a coil on the cable and we can set it down there in the... You might have to come back around and look south a bit.
Yeah, you probably want Herc sitting there.
Yeah, I reckon.
That pillar.
Yeah. That's
I'll
all right.
look out for that.
If you stay low now and so the cable stays there, and I can, no, I can't move it. It'll defletch. You come land on the cable now, I think. You got enough to walk around a bit, or are you going for it there?
I'm like up against on the left.
Yeah.
That looks good to me.
If you can set her down there, that would be great.
I'm happy there.
Okay. Downlight's coming on. I'll see if I can set this thing down without defletching. But I don't want to pull the connector out of the fletcher.
Yeah, there should be, I mean, there's 3 meters of lead.
Yeah.
If you rotate it as you put it down.
on Atalanta just a bit first so we don't get pulled away. We're all happy there on Atalanta.
Happy, happy.
Happy Atalanta, happy heading. Okay. So I'm gonna set this thing off to the right in the rocks there.
Yeah, set it to the right. Then we can go get the receptacle in the Orion. Oh, it's
not
yeah,
what
it's
I
stuck.
wanted to do.
That's all right. Did you glue it?
Look down for me, Jake. It's heavy. It's look down a little bit more. Maybe porch out.
Porching out.
No, I'm gonna have to set it down. It's overwhelming the rest. I have the connector stowed there on the Rocco's flange.
Yeah, no, I know. And it's just the perfect height between the plate and the ODI cable bend.
I'm pushing you up now, sorry.
Trying to lean it against the train wheel.
I'm trying to put it somewhere where it doesn't slide way away in the rocks. So then I won't be able to reach it. Pushing you, ain't I? You got full down on? Problem is
Almost full down.
you're landed on the tail, so the front of the vehicle's floating.
Yeah. I can bring the heading around a little bit. So the tail's not perched there.
Okay, let's do that. Come up and come clockwise a little. I think you're gonna have to come up lateral left, bring your head to the right. Maybe look at it 135 or something like that. Clear spot there in the mud to land at 135. Maybe, I don't know, almost southish. It's, you're 45 around it now. Got 45 in the bank still. So our happy heading we refer to is with Atalanta behind us. So Atalanta's looking east. So basically the ROV can, let me pick it up a little. We can come, you know, we can look southeast or northeast, and we're not wrapping ourselves around the point. Okay, if you're planted there.
I don't know if you're going to be able to move it there.
I'm going to let go of it. I think hopefully it will stay. It's where we want it, right? Ready?
One second.
Standing by.
All right, go for it.
Do I play with it or do I just let go of it? I think I play with it. Oh yeah, move that rock out of the way and the train wheel comes down and pins us. Okay, I'm gonna let go.
I'm gonna, all right.
Okay, we're off it. If I can get the manipulator, stand by.
Wouldn't that be something?
Okay, we're out of it.
God.
I'm gonna close the Orion jaws just in case. Keep the cables out of them. And I'm gonna turn the down lights off. Let it clear for a second.
I just want to see what I'm running into here.
Yeah. Maybe come up, let it clear. Johan, let's move another 10 meters north, please. Or maybe 10 meters, how far are you away? 10 meters, 045.
Roger that. Bridge,
We'll
bridge
make a new
nav.
happy heading for you, Jake, right in the trough.
Can we have a ship move 10 meters at 045, please? Thank you.
I don't like how that rock was moving.
No.
If that thing slid onto our porch, that would be it. We never did take the lock valve out of the Orion, did we?
No, I think, well, I don't know. Did John do it?
Nope.
I mentioned it at the beginning of this cruise.
I mentioned it a couple times, but we've been using it, right, to deploy stuff. So there's a risk of us grabbing on.
Totally.
You want to also make a note in the log there, Danny, that just make a note that says Orion jaw lock valve. So the Orion has a lock valve in the jaw at the moment. So if we were grabbed onto that mooring and we went lights out, we'd be there for a while. And you always got to consider the possibility that the lights can go out on the ROV at any second. You're 90 out there.
Yep. I'd rather sit here than
Yeah, for sure.
right under the train wheel.
That's it for the heading. I
Yep.
went come past 210, 195 technically. You're at 210 now.
Irritating with this little rock slope, eh?
Oh, challenging. I don't know if you can land there on the, You might be able to get your left skid. It might plant there. If it plants there and you can get stable, that'd be great. You might have to come back around to the south a little. I'm thinking the south heading would be safer.
Back under the train wheel.
Yeah. Are you stable, Mabel?
Yeah, for the most part.
Balanced on a marble. Or in this case, a slope. What do they call that? Talus? Okay, downlight's coming up.
Downlights.
This is why we like to grab on. So we're not going to be able to fletch it on the, we can fletch the Rocco's flange, but we can't fletch the, so I'll probably grab the,
I think if you fletch the plug end on the porch,
yeah,
then you can get this in the Orion, take
Yeah.
the dust cap off,
right,
then you pull the plug out of the Fletcher plate and mate the two.
Roger.
I think that would be my preferred order.
But I think I want to get the connector in the Orion first, because it
Sure.
tends to
Yeah, I
slide
guess,
back out
yeah.
of the Fletcher.
Yeah, that's a fair point, yeah.
So if we get it in the Orion and undust capped, then we can
Then
make
you can
one
go
grab,
straight into the
unfletch,
Fletcher,
and then
pull
plug
it,
in.
and go. Yep.
Roger.
Yep.
You want to bring the Orion out into, if you got free hands there?
Yep.
We'll bring the Orion out into the sweet spot. And while you're doing that, I'll grab the connector off the instrument and hand it to you. Oh, you turkey. Quick one. If you roll your forearm counterclock, I want a sideways grab on this plate. I can, other way.
Other way.
That's a good angle there. Step by, I'm gonna, oh, I got it in the lower camera. Close your jaw a little, like halfway. Try that.
Happy?
I think so. Open again. Sorry, I didn't have it in far enough. Try that. fingers. Yeah, we got a full throat grab, as we call it.
Yep.
Okay, you locked on?
Yep, locked on.
Okay, letting go. Okay, if you present it to me at this happy angle, that would be great. Meanwhile, rocks are falling in the background.
Oh.
That's probably good there. Is that an optimum mate demate angle? Actually, elbow in a little. We'll get it in the cinema cam. So when we make the mate,
Elbow in.
or elbow down, sorry. Yeah, beauty. So when we make the mate, we can see it in little cinema cam. Actually, I can do this. This is going to go in the starboard box. You want to open the box for me?
Starboard box open.
Okay. I can't see. Is that a good grab?
Looks like it.
Should be good to porch out there.
Porch out. Oh.
Or not.
That's all you get.
And put the Fletcher on the other side where I can see it in the cinema cam. Then it would be in the way of the cinema cam all the time.
No.
Okay, we ready to unplug this thing and mate?
We sure are.
Here we go. Hold on. Grip force, maximum.
Oh yeah, it looks like that Fletcher plate's pretty narrow. Oh no, never mind.
What you
It's
talking
just
about?
a shadow.
You'll have to porch out a little.
All right.
angle of it. I think I might have, do I got too deep of a grab to where it's not going to click in? I think I'm all right. Okay, here we go. Getting western with it. That's full beans there. Is it welded on there or what?
We put it on there yesterday.
What am I doing wrong?
This one's always been tough to mate and demate. Well, mostly to demate.
That's full up on the shoulder and the elbow there. It's going to come flying off there when it does. You can see my arm up in the air here.
A little twisty twist or something.
Way more command than I need. Can you porch out some way?
Yeah.
Okay, craft will now attempt to rip the porch off of Hercules. See the porch lifting up there.
It's gone, I think. Hey.
Making red lights come on the panel here.
This is crazy, Zodi-eye.
Can you move the camera and we'll zoom in a little? I'm going to try and regrip. I think my jaws might be.
I think it goes in for the demate. You press it into demate.
Maybe you're pulling a bit to the right instead of up.
Yeah. No, the jaws aren't touching the back of the connector.
I think if they were, it would help.
Huh?
To demate, you can press it into help.
Oh, I see.
So if you open your jaws and you push down, it might actually pop out.
Oh, you saw it go down there, right?
Yeah.
There it went.
Nice. Well done.
All right, come wide. Painting left.
Roger. Yeah, I know if the jaws are touching the back of the connector, it won't allow it to mate. This is the right way for the pin.
It is, yeah.
So bad for a manipulator. Try and break one manipulator with the other one.
The key's in.
Yeah, it's tight. My angle's not right.
There it goes. Nice.
That's a latch.
Nice. All right, Patrick, it's your time to shine. Systems, can you please power on port J10 of JB17
You want
and
to
confirm comms with all the instruments?
open the Orion, Joss? I'll keep a hold of it, but
Roger.
just in case we... That's good. I don't want to accidentally demate while we're getting it out of the jaws. Okay. I think you can stow that beastie then, right?
Yeah, we are done with it for a while.
Woohoo!
Oh, wrong way.
Wrong way.
Wrong button. Wrong button.
So we're actually just waiting now for the drivers to start before our survey because we need the CTDs to be running. I mean, in the meantime, we can place this connector down in a happy position. Maybe away from the train wheels just in case the train wheels to shift in the future.
You're happy to put the connector down? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Roger.
We can also go get the beacon while we're waiting.
Patrick's working on getting the power on, starting the drivers.
Beautiful.
I'm on the Fletcher there. I don't like that.
Porch in.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye on that parking position. It has a tendency to wander off.
Yeah.
I think we need it
Okay, that's good.
later.
We need it for...
We're going to be recovering a cabled Sonardyne beacon right at the end of the dive. So that's going to have a plug.
Roger. Okay, I'm going to let go. Happy with it there, AJ?
Super happy.
Okay, you can porch in somewhere. That's all the way in, is it?
Yeah, porch it all the way in.
All the drivers. Give me all the drivers.
Okay, power is on. Just waiting for the drivers to be started.
Excellent. And front row, when you're ready,
Go
we
get
can
the
head to
beacon.
the beacon.
Yep. Beacon on the train wheel. All right,
Okay,
coming up.
I'm all stopped there. Down lights off. Coming up.
There it is.
So maybe you can do some sort of fancy grip where you can pin this against the porch and use the rod to keep the parking position from flying out while we transit.
Tail light's coming up. Gotta do that, AJ.
Yeah, we can actually put this in the bio box as well.
Let's use it to hold the...
Yeah, I'm happy with either.
something like that.
Beautiful.
Okay. What are we doing now?
We're waiting for the drivers to be turned on, and then we're going to go sit.
Take measurements?
Yeah, we're going to go park the ROV next to the CTDs for 3 minutes at each station, and then we're going to survey up to the top of the mooring.
Where's the CTD from here? Oh, the
There-
one on
there-
the...
There's 5
oh,
meters.
right there.
Yeah,
Every,
I'm
whatever.
gonna...
550, 125,
Stow the
200.
beacon?
What's that?
You're going to stow the beacon?
When's going to
No.
be a good time to get that
Because
position?
we're not going to touch anything on the mooring,
Oh.
right?
Oh, no, we shouldn't.
I
We
gotta
missed
get-
it.
I'm going to go take
We
a
were
bio
sitting
break.
there for
I
so
can't
long.
believe it.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we can get it
Once
at
we're
any point, right?
once we're up
Be right
closer
back,
to
Jake.
it.
I'll be right back.
I mean,
Roger.
Johan
Take a
probably
bio
took
break,
one.
then I'll come relieve you.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah, I
take
have
one
a
too.
position.
Okay. Gotta get my metadata, guys. Patrick says power on to all, to all the instruments, and it's looking good. Just waiting for the drivers to initialize.
Hey, Jake and or Danny, do you guys have a moment to answer a question that we got a while back?
Yeah, sure. We're just hanging out here.
Yeah, it was just about, I know we answered this in a different dive, but they were wondering about the status of Argus.
Argus is currently
No,
at
we'll find it. You can power it down
University of
anytime.
Hawaii
Yeah, we never use
Marine
that beacon.
Center. Hanging out.
He wants to go back to bed.
Getting upgrades?
Sort of.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I think August is pretty much being retired, right?
yeah, it's semi-retired. It's there if we need it. If it's kind of a backup for Atalanta, but we've really it's been really nice to have a smaller kind of depressor. Atalanta's much smaller than Argus, weighs a lot less. It's easier to launch and recover, and it's a lot less, I guess, management. There's a lot less components going on. It's newer. So.
Thanks, Johan. I got that position.
But Argus is there if we need it. We're not planning to fully retire it yet.
Awesome, thank
Okay,
you.
Patrick said that the drivers look good, but that it'll take several minutes to get readings from all of the instruments. But everything so far is looking good.
So how do we interpret that? Can we start the survey or no?